Good morning. Happy Monday. Today we're going to talk about how in the world do I keep track of it all? How do I keep track of it all? So this is an organization type video. Good morning. If you're new around here, my name is Andrea Oram and I am a music teacher. I'm a music teacher. I'm a music mentor. So I help people who are musicians but not necessarily trained music teachers who are interested in teaching like a music class or choir or something like that for their church or their homeschool group. I help people figure out how to do some of those things like classroom management and staying organized and using their voice healthily. So I'm a vocalist too, and I love helping people use their voice in a way that's healthy and strong so that they can do the things they love to do. And for some people, that's as simple as coming home after work and being able to sing with your kids, because your voice is so tired after using your voice all day, right? So anyway, good morning. I see some people popping on live. Good morning, Christy. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, friend. Today we're going to talk about how do I keep track of it all, because that can be really overwhelming for people when you don't have someone like a 9-to-5 telling you what to do every day, right? And so if you're trying to literally plan it all on your own and self-initiate everything, that can be really overwhelming, especially if you're teaching multiple things, lots of different kinds of classes for different organizations or different locations, whether you're teaching groups or private lessons or some of both. There's just a lot to keep track and it can feel overwhelming. So here's my little pro tip for you. First of all, get a planner. I know, isn't mine cute? It says stay positive. I love dogs, if you don't know that already. So, yep, that's my little planner. And the reason why I like it, I'm going to show you a couple things about why I like it. I did not get this one. This one's July through December, so it's an 18-month planner. I did not get it right away. So there's a couple months I didn't use at the beginning. Like I'll show you in August, for example, but I like it because it has these little tabs along the side, so I can quickly find where I'm at without needing to put my own little tabbies in, because those fall off. And then I like this month-long to-do. And here's why I like that. Because there's some things that I have to do in August to plan for January. Just saying, it's real. I have to plan like 3 to 6 months ahead of myself sometimes. And so I will put the big things here. I'll put the really big things like making sure I contact so-and-so about, whatever it is that needs to get on the calendar so it can get out in a catalog of some sort, that kind of thing, right? So I put the big things on the main page and then I have goals. That could be personal, that could be business, that could be a lot of things, right? But those are, the big picture things, the big long range planning pages is what I use those for. Then we have, the weekly. Here we go. Is that better? Then we have the weekly, here's your daily, okay, here's what I need to do today. Here's what I need to do today. These are the places where I put the checklist type stuff where the little lines are. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then where it has blank, I typically put like inspirational things or things that are more personal goals of mine. So that's why I like this section. And then at the very end, it has notes for that month. So it can be useful for, I need to write more than what goes in those little boxes. And then I can just write in the little box, C note or C notes. And then it's not like way in the back of the book or anything like that. So that is why I really like this. And then at the beginning, this is sort of cute. They have all these cute stickers. And I'm not one to use tons of stickers because I feel like if I use them, then they're gone. I'm one of those funny people. But they're super cute. And I totally will be using them a little bit more since they are designated for the planner, right? But they even have like these appointment type stickers, which are small and easier to fit in the little boxes than writing your giant dentist or haircut or whatever. But then they have fun ones. So anyway, this is a huge deal, how to keep track of it all. And I recommend, honestly, planning not only your business stuff out, but put your life stuff in there with your business stuff when you plan. Because if you go by the planner and you don't put in time for family, or you don't put in time for yourself, or you don't put in time for you and your spouse to do something, if you're married, then it might not happen. let's be real. It won't happen. If I don't build in on the schedule the time for that, sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I don't like that. So instead of it falling by the wayside and using the planner only for business stuff, I use it for life, personal, business, appointments, family time, all the things. So I would be curious to hear, do you use a planner? And if so, what type of planner do you use? If you like this structure, if you like the layout of this, and it's not ginormous, I mean, it's substantial, but it's not like a huge book, and it's smaller. It's not like the really big ones. If you like this one, I put a link to it in the description of this video, so you can go check that out if that is something that you're interested in. And if you have one that you really like, I'd love to hear what you use, because I tried for a while. I used like a teacher type planner, and it just didn't really work for me quite as well. I even did a custom planner for a while, but that took too much time for me to make and then print and then use, so like I was very happy with the end result, but I just didn't have enough time to make it before actually needing to use it. So that's a little bit about me and how I keep track of it all. I really stop at the beginning of each month. So it's coming up really soon since we're coming up to the beginning of November, but I always stop. Here's your pro tip for long range planning. I always stop and I look ahead, 3 or 4 months, maybe 3 to 6 months really. And I say, what needs to be done to make what X, Y, or Z happen in that 3 to 6 months ahead of where I am now? What classes need to start? What communication do I need to have with such and such people, whether it's people at a location or people who I'm working with who also teach classes at XYZ location, or whether it's a concert that's coming up and I need to start planning some of that stuff. I always look at the very beginning of the month or the very end of the month, that little window of end of October, beginning of November. I'm looking ahead to January through June, really, and figuring out, okay, what is it going to look like? What things do I need? So that's your little pro tip for the day. And the honest thing is, if I do that regularly, if I look ahead that far, A, I'm less likely to miss things. And B, it's less stressful to start brainstorming some of those things when I don't actually have to have them super down on paper yet. I don't know if you're like me, but if you are, it's way easier to plan a little bit of something and then just not have to have it fully set in stone when you're first thinking about it, because it helps me brainstorm. It helps my creative juices and my creative brain out a little bit. So for example, right now I have a concert for spring in May, and I am starting to brainstorm the music that my students will sing in May for that concert that we will prepare over the spring semester now. And the reason why is because it's not stressful for me right now. I'm not purchasing it right now. I'm not for sure officially choosing the music right now, but I'm playing with it. I'm brainstorming. And that really helps me, because then I don't have to be so nailed down about it yet. But then it can let my creative juices go. So do you do anything like that? If you are a self-starter, if you are self-initiator, and I'm curious to hear, how far ahead do you typically look when you are planning, when you are brainstorming, all those kinds of things, because that will be valuable for sharing with the people in the comments who are also on this journey together. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.